Hello, chatters. Today we've got a 100 dragon challenge. So, this is for Wings of Fire. There are 10 dragon tribes, and I will be drawing a combination of each of them. So, we gotta start with circles. Always starts with circles. Going in with the neck. And the spine. Circles for where I want the joints to be. And then we're gonna do a little line, a rough sketch of the tail. There we go. So I have made a randomizer for each of the dragons that I'm going to be drawing. This is episode 1 out of 100. So that's something. Arms. So yeah, I made a randomizer for this. And I spun it before stream, but today we've got a sea wing hive wing. I'm going to make that a little bit further back. There we go. I've been drawing dragons for over 5 years now. And I just never get bored of it. It's also given me a lot of time to improve. Each wing is like a finger. So it's got 3 segments of equal proportion. Some fingers are longer than others. So they'll all end about there. And then that is gonna come down along the tail. So divide that into 3s. One, two, three. Divide this one into 3s. It's just slightly longer than the first one. Shorter than the second. That's there, here, there, and then this one's shorter than all of them. 1, 2, 3. And the second wing, go over the back. There we go. And now we can start going in. With just a little bit more detail. Get the basic shapes in. So the dominant tribe for this one is going to be the sea-wing tribe because I rolled that one first. And then hive-wing is a secondary. We're going to get some curved horns up in here. I'll fix the length, the tip of the horn there later. Then we've got our ear. With the little flap of skin right on top. Sorry. Got brow bone right there. And then we're going to do the mouth. Not really sure what I'm going to do with this one. I'm more going off vibes. Alright, let's go eyeball time. Here we are. Pattern. I always draw my dragons with this pattern for some reason. It's probably because the Skywings have it, and most of the other tribes do. I don't know, though. Just seems to fit them. And it looks good, so can you really blame me for that one? Definitely gonna have a lot more of the narrower features. That are definitely more common with hive wings. Also, I know it's not my usual stream time, but long weekend, so who really cares? The rib cage in. And this is just the sketch. I'll go in with the lineart a little later. For some reason, all hive wings are like super duper skinny. So I'll give this little guy a little bit of that skinniness, I guess. There's something up with that neck. It's a little bit off. Alright. We're gonna go back to the pencil. And we're gonna see if this helps. Yeah, it's a little better. It'll get better once I add like some of the bulk to the wings as well. This is definitely one of the more interesting combinations I could have gotten. This part curves up. A little more round at the end. Give it that little sea wing trait. Around the edge just a little bit more. No, I need my eraser. This brush is my go-to brush for erasing things. It's just like the perfect size for some reason. There we go. Alright. Next. Legs. I usually go pretty fast with the sketching. It's only meant to be a rough outline, after all. I've been working on adding a little bit more detail into my characters. Like physical detail. I've found that more detail tends to make something look a lot better, as long as it's executed in the right spots. And, or in this case, Talon. There we go. And front of the other arm. And the curve of the back of the hand. There we go. Nice. And now finally, as long as this looks alright, when I zoom out here, yeah, it looks pretty good. Now we're going to move on to the wings. Also, happy late Valentine's Day to everybody. I had a crazy sleepover on Friday. It was a good time. Fix that horn there, finally. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna add the 2 extra wings that the high wings have. Yeah. Back of the hand. Thumb. Palm. There's the way that that curves around. as the fingers. There we are. And there's the muscles in the hand. There we go. There's one wing bone. And now we're going to move on to 2. Dragon wings are just an extra set of limbs. There we go. Kind of. Close enough. Let's zoom in a little bit. Be able to see it a little better. Yeah, that was the right call. Yeah, scribble. That's 2 done. 3. Ah. Wings are always the hardest part. They're just long, skinny, bony. These might look super bulky right now, but I'll trim them down when the line art starts. Yeah, here we go. Then we've got a little extra that comes up here. And that there. That's where that extra wing is going to go. And this one, I don't know why there's one on the elbow, don't ask, because I have no clue. And we're going to draw the wing membranes in. I like to draw them. We'll usually curve in on the first two. On almost every dragon I ever draw. There are a few exceptions to that, like when I'm doing a silk wing or a hive wing or a leaf wing. Then I'll give them their little special shaped wings. So, we've got this so far. Yeah. Yes, this is the vibe that I want to go for. And we've got eraser. I don't know why I don't use the eraser brush for erasing. Just gonna get rid of all these like extra lines. Clear up the design a little bit so I can see it better. Here we go. Just a little bit more. we go. Yeah. And we're going to go back to the pencil. Fix just a little bit that I accidentally erased. Just a touch too much of. There we go. Then we're going to go in with the claws. One, two, three, four. Don't ask me why four, they just seem to be right. It's four. Even though it's five canonically, it's four in my head, so it's four. There we go. I mentioned I had a really awesome sleepover with a bunch of my friends, so that went really well. A lot of us stayed up all night. I was one of the people that stayed up all night. It was very fun. 9 out of 10 would recommend. One, and the thumbs are 5. I don't care if it's canonically 5 claws on the back feet. I do not care. It's always going to be 4. Every time. It's always going to be 4 whenever I draw. I think my foot fell asleep. Wake up. Wake up, foot. Alright, there we go. Layers. Layer. Yay, line art time. There's so much stuff that I could do with this. I love Krita. It's just got so much potential. There we go. So now I can tell what I'm drawing. Because the opacity is different. Lineart time. Then we're going to use this one. Okay. I'll usually use like close to 10 pixels for my line art. And we're going to start with the face. I basically do the line art like a less messy sketch. I might have a second episode for this first dragon. If I don't finish it here. Here. There we go. I have a little bit of change to the shape of that in the middle. There we go. And the nose. And that's done. Now it's time for the horns. And we're going to add a little bit of that there. Eatus deletus, that bad line. Curve right. Perfect. Right, I was talking about sleepover. Yeah, it was a good time. Everybody hung out. Lots of fun. We made pancakes in the morning. Maple pancakes. Mixed syrup into the batter. It was great. Let's fix this here. There we go. Bring this line down here. And then tail. There we go. That's a good line to imply a curve. Ah, no, that was not a good curve. That one's a little better. I'll go back, fix that later. Yes. Just trim. Right there. Perfect. Now legs. There. I'm switching between drawing tablet and mouse. Use the drawing tablet for whenever I'm drawing or erasing lines. I'll use the mouse to zoom in or out. So far, it's worked really good. So yeah, at that sleepover, I pulled an all-nighter and spent most of the next day awake. I actually managed to go to the mall and not fall over and conk out right on the floor, which was surprising. Probably could have gone for like 48 hours, but I was told not to push it. So I didn't. I went to bed. I did sleep. Sleep is important, children. Get your sleep. Little tiny claw in the back there. Toe. Claw. Toe. Claw. Toe. Claw. Toe. Last one. Claw. Toe. Okay. Out. And zoom in. Arm time. I'm gonna start with the talons because, let's be real, I just want to get them out of the way. Here's the palm. Curve the claw this way. So it looks a little more natural. Just for the angle that the hand is at. Top of the thumb. Curve down to the claw. Up. And then the padding. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Yum. arm. Well, back of the forearm. That curved up a little too much. Here we go. I messed that up. At least drawing digitally, there's a lot less worry about whether you mess up a line or not, because it's not permanent. You can always go back and undo it. If I'm doing traditional line art, though, that just sucks. Because then I have to either go over it with whiteout. Whiteout. That's the name of a character in Wings of Fire. Shoulder. Done. And now it is time for wings. There we go. I'm going to add a layer now so I can add a watermark here. Now we're going to change to that one. So now I can add a huge giant watermark so that nobody steals my art. Because I realize that that's become quite a bit of a problem. And then bam. Success. Watermark complete. I accidentally moved the window. Brush. We're going to go back to this one. And then we've got this back wing. I'm going to start with that one because it's going to be the least painful out of this. And for this wing, we're actually going to get the proportions on the wing bones correct this time. Nope, that was bad. That was a bad line. There, here, and there. Yeah, that's good details. I'm gonna go up just a touch. And now we're gonna go wings. Now I have to remember, I have to scale these down. Scale, dragon. There we go. That's where our joint is. Yes, I know it's bad practice to do line art like this. I just do it like this. It's easy. It's easy. Don't come after me. It's easy and I like the way it comes out. A lot of artists will try to get it done perfectly in one stroke, but that's not really what it's about. Art isn't perfect. It was never meant to be. Why did I zoom out and zoom back in? I could have just scrolled. I could have just grabbed the page and moved it. That's fine. That's fine. It's done. It's done. There's why do I do things? Why does anybody do anything? The philosophical conundrums this afternoon. since this one is a sea-wing hive wing, the dominant tribe is always going to be the first one, so the one up here, sea-wing. And then the secondary tribe, hive wing. So I'll try to make them all the sea-wing hybrids have like specific defining features that will tie them back to being sea wings. And then all the hive wings will have specific features that'll tie them back to being hive wings. And then it's all fun and nobody gets confused on, wait, why does that look like a leaf wing? Sorry, I thought I just heard Revenge of the Sith playing. Specifically the part, I don't know if this is Revenge of the Sith or not, but the one movie where Obi-Wan chops off Anakin's legs. Yeah, I thought I heard that playing in the background for a second. Nope, it's just the Olympics. Back to lineart. I have always loved dragons, ever since I was a little kid. Read Wings of Fire non-stop. In school, out of school. And then I'd reread them every single time. I don't think I can really remember who introduced me to the series. I think it was my grandmother. Pretty sure she got me like the first book or the first five, because that's all that was out at the time, and I just got hooked. Like a fish in a lake. I got hooked like a fish. Could add a little bit of wing membrane right here as well. I don't think I will right now, because otherwise it's just going to look like a sea wing. And hive wings don't have that. I need a name for this little guy too. I'll probably start a poll on my YouTube channel. You should subscribe to it if you haven't already. I've got past live streams up on there. Just a suggestion. Be really cool if you did. Claw. There. Then connect the wonderful little membranous wings to the tail. Perfect. Also, that clip of that bat that I really hope nothing bad happens to, that I uploaded up onto my YouTube channel. That took me 3 hours to edit in Blender. That took me 3 hours. To be fair, it is my first time using Blender. So, yeah, it would have taken me a while regardless. Just to cut down a clip and export it with audio. I have a newfound respect for anyone who does video editing. Alright, we're gonna zoom out, look at the piece. Excellent. It's coming along nicely. Come on, I'm almost done the line art. Almost done. Almost. There we go. Actually, I think I'm going to erase this one, move it down a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to go over the top of the wing first. Or more specifically, the wing bone. And then yeah, that went up too high. Then I'm going to go under the bottom of the wing. I was thinking of having like a water boatman as the inspiration for this dragon. It's like a type of bug. You should look it up. They're kind of neat. They live in the water. Hive wings being the bug-based tribe. I think it would suit the mix it with a sea wing. I might save that name for the hive wing mudwing though. Because water boatmans are typically found in fresh swampy water, rather than the ocean. 'Cause most bugs don't really like the water. I've found they're not great swimmers. So mixing a bug dragon with a literal swimming dragon only mildly ironic. I feel like wings would just weigh somebody down in the water. But sea wings managed to use it effectively. Use their wings to like catch the currents. Pretty cool. A few new graphic novels released for Wings of Fire. Did you know that? Anybody know that? Yeah, Book 8, Escaping Peril. I just got that one. And I also got Book 9, Talons of Power, in the graphic novel form. I'm a bit of a collector when it comes to Wings of Fire stuff. Just a little bit. That's fine, I can fix it later if it looks weird. This VOD will be uploaded to YouTube. So I guess all of my childhood hero YouTubers are my coworkers now. It's kind of funny to think about becoming a content creator. Because I finally get to fill the shoes that everyone else online has filled for me. It's kind of like a passing of rights. of sorts. It's odd to think about. You watch people uh, as you're growing up doing all these amazing things online. And then all of a sudden, you're almost an adult, and you're doing the same thing. Claw here. And there we go. And then the last thing to do for the basic line art would be wing membranes. These ones are curved in. From the dominant sea wing genes. Oh yeah, I'm assuming everybody's seen the new Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 trailer. It looks real good. I'm very excited for Wednesday. We've got so many new characters coming in. As if we didn't already have enough. With the smiling critters and nightmare critters. There's so many. There's so many characters, bro. But it's awesome. It gives us a lot of world building. And just goes to show how successful Playtime Co. was that they could make all of these toys. It's just interesting. Okay, then that's our basic line art done, so now we're going to go in for scale line art. No, I'm not going to draw every individual scale. I don't think I ever could. under scales. We're going to come up approximately around here. There we go. And then it's going to be on the tail. I'll also put underscales on the bottom of the feet. It's got the width of the sewing table. A table? Why would I say table? There is no table, only tail. Table comes with a question. Do sea wings have tails? No, tables? Yeah. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Sea wings do have tables. Table, tail. Very similar words. Yeah, that's fine. Anyways. Onto under the feet. The little footsies. There we go. Line, 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 line. And then we're just going to do the same on all the other hands. I've also not looked up any sort of reference material. So everything that's going on right now is purely from my own little brain. And that line is going to go down and up. Ooh, that's a good idea. I could do the little triangles that hive wings have. And bring in just a little bit more of that angular design. Go down and over across the side. There we go. And now I think what I'm gonna do is actually I think I'm gonna erase that original line. And just mirror it. Or leave it like how it is. Oh, decisions. Eh, that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna mirror it. Like the hive wings have. Yeah, awesome. So I'm actually gonna erase this line that I just drew here and then replace it with those little diamonds. Because I feel like I could do that better. This is art. Creating something and then going back and tweaking it over and 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 over again. Pretty sure ice wings also have that little diamond pattern. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool in my opinion. I'm definitely not gonna finish this today. So there's definitely gonna be a part 2 stream. Also, I'm just making reference sheets so that if I want to draw any of these little guys in the future, I can do that very easily with color picking and such. And we're slowly going to make these smaller. flippers to a point. There we go. I'm actually going to make the sketch invisible. So then I can go in and draw a little easier without having too much interference. Ooh, decisions. I could do glowing. I could do glowing scales. I could add gills. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna add gills. I think the majority of the sea wings that I'm gonna draw in this challenge are gonna have gills. Well, sea wing hybrids, I guess. Spike time. How'd they give a fish a receding hairline in Finding Dory? That was weird. I'll probably go back and redo the spines. It's fine, I'll just get them in and get them done. So that I can see what they're looking like. This would be the second dragon that I have drawn digitally. First one was in my doodle stream. VOD for that is up on YouTube. Eh. There we go. Okay. Yes. I like where this is going. Artist. I just remembered that one line from Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 where Son says, "Congratulations, you just got your artistic license for the day," and everybody thought he said autistic. That was funny. Lines. Also, I got this idea from Bleppy on YouTube, so credit to Bleppy for this incredible challenge. I'm taking it to the next level. I'm taking it to the next level, Bleppy. I'm doing full body ref sheets, because I'll probably draw these guys later. Again. I already have way too many OCs, so why not add some more? Why not add more? And then we're going to add the scales on the arms and legs next. That is the sound of my microphone muting and unmuting as my mother tells me that it is time for me to stop streaming. I'm just gonna finish a couple more lines and then we're gonna end for the day. And little scales on the legs here. What's really gonna make this one unique is the coloring. That I'd really like to bring out the hybrid features in the coloring. Little underscales. Here. her bones. And I think that's where we're going to end it today. So this is what I've gotten so far. So, come on, do the thing. Ah, it's still on a race. That's fine. To be continued in part 2, everybody. Thank you for watching the stream today. It's been a pleasure to have you all here. And I hope you really enjoyed. If you'd like to help out my YouTube channel, it is linked in my Twitch links. And if you want to support the channel, go ahead and subscribe. It's free, it costs nothing. But what really matters is your viewership and your interactions with my videos to ensure that they do well. So don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. And I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.